It's actually so hilarious that Claressa Shields wants to fight Amanda Nunes in MMA. Like, I'm thinking about like what is Claressa doing in MMA? Like you don't have a ground game. That's nothing. You don't have a ground game. Your ground game is zero, right? Even 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 if you look at the rankings of the UFC and you look at the bantamweight rankings and you go down each fighter, every single one of those fighters would finish her. Even the low ranking girls would destroy her in the first round. Take her down, submit her. Simple. But I think the best matchup for her would be a Jermaine Durandamy type fighter. But even Jermaine Durandamy would submit her. so it's I think that's probably the best matchup if she came to the UFC. But for her to even come to the UFC, she would have to win enough fights in the PFL and actually win the PFL championship. She won't even win the PFL championship. She would never beat Kayla Harrison. That's not gonna happen. The chance of her beating Kayla Harrison is zero. A judo specialist, gold medal in the Olympics. What's Claressa Shields' chance here? Well, Kayla doesn't really have good kicks, so perhaps, but then she only really has a puncher's chance in that fight. One takedown, you win the fight. Kayla Harrison wins the fight. Just one. Just one. One takedown. Oh my god, just one. One takedown. And she will be done. Over. Like, why? What is she doing in MMA? Get to a BJJ gym. Go train for maybe 2-3 years. Become maybe, even in 2 to 3 years, you can learn a lot in 3 years and become a really good ground fighter. But then that would also take away from her boxing because she has to spend so much time learning the ground and learning grappling and wrestling. I've trained BJJ before. I train it right now. And do you know how long it takes to learn ground game? Do you know how long it takes? Like, it takes so fucking long. Jiu-jitsu is like a journey. Like, man, you tap like thousands and thousands and thousands of times to different people and training partners. You spar, you roll with different people in your gym 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Every week you come to the BJJ school and you train, you go for underhooks. I mean, what is she doing? I mean, it's surprising though because Brittany Elkin never submitted her. Brittany Elkin didn't submit her, so that was interesting. But Brittany Elkin, she was kind of brought in to lose that fight. I wouldn't even be surprised if they gave her money to dive and to lose that fight because she had her in mount with grapevines. She didn't go for submissions. She went for a half-assed armbar attempt that didn't work. How the fuck? I don't know. I just don't get it. Honestly, like, someone takes her back, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's over. I think she should just box. Like, be a boxer. You're a boxer. You're not an MMA fighter, Claressa. I'm sorry. I don't want to be the Debbie Downer, but just box. Box. Just box, dude. You're not a fucking MMA fighter. Like, okay, you fought Brittany Elkin, you beat her. Then she fought Abigail Montez, right? She lost to Abigail Montez. She just needs to box. Just box. Like, don't do MMA because your ground game is zero. I mean, I'm a white belt. My ground game is zero, but I'm not trying to fight MMA. I'm just, my journey's starting now. I mean, I know my journey is going to take years and years to cultivate and become a blue belt or whatever. I don't even want my blue belt, to be honest. I would rather wait. I would rather wait maybe 2 years or something until I get my blue belt, or 3 years. I don't want to get my blue belt quickly. Like, I want to become such a good white belt that I'm smashing blue belts as a white belt. You know? I don't know. Maybe that's gonna make the blue belts look bad, so my instructor's gonna promote me. I don't know really the politics of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm not really into that stuff. But yeah, Jiu-Jitsu is a journey, man. It's a journey. It just takes so long, unless you're like a talented freak. I mean, obviously, Clarissa's an athlete. She's so I guess it would be quicker for her to learn the ground game. But I don't think there's much passion there. Does she really? Is she training? She needs to be training jiu-jitsu every week. Even if she's fighting what's her name? Savannah Marshall, right? She needs to be in the gi or not in the gi, no gi. Don't wear the gi. No gi. Get the no gi. Get on those mats every week, 3 times a week. On top of your boxing training as well. That's the only way you're gonna beat Amanda Nunes. It's impossible. She's never gonna beat Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes is a fucking black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Excellent hands, excellent kicks, movement, good wrestling. That's impossible. Like, she ain't beating no fucking Amanda Nunes. Let's just get that out of your head. Just get that out of your head. She ain't beating no fucking Amanda Nunes. That's not happening. Like, I'm just watching this video of, like, it was 2019, but it's just weird, man. Like, why is she doing MMA? It doesn't make any sense. Like,